Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to Poke Show Channel. Hey, I'm showing a very rare prototype one-off guitar that was made in the early 90s. It's a Fernandez Decade, very rare one with 3 knobs, left-handed. And, I can always tell a great guitar, the strings were probably on here for years. I love the look of this guitar, by the way. It's got a little bit of weight to it, which I like. I think it makes it very resonant. I do not have the back plate, but like Eric Johnson said, makes him sound better. But I was just taking the old, strings that have probably been on there for years. And when I started putting new strings on, just the very act of putting strings on this guitar started to hum. And it's a left-handed guitar. It's amazing how weird it feels when you're right-handed. But man, this thing has a sound. I mean, I could just hear it started to kind of hum. Not kind of hum, it was humming as I was just changing strings on it and putting a couple new strings on. I heard the guitar start to hum. That's a really good sign. I bought about 5 guitars from somebody. This was one of them. He wasn't real nuts about playing it. I mean, letting it go. He loved playing it, but he was a blues player and he loved it. But his wife wanted him. I guess he was amassing. I think he told me he had 34 guitars or something. So to keep the peace, he let 5 go. But so my demo is going to be very, very simple because I'm using a solid state amp and it's a left-handed guitar. Let me do some different pickup. But man, this guitar has a lot of mojo. When you go to that position on the pickup, sometimes you have to kind of wiggle a little bit, so it might need to be cleaned. It just feels so weird playing it. I was trying to do a 7-sharp 9 chord, and I've been playing a long time. But boy, it's really weird when it's there we go, as a right-handed player. Man, this guitar has a tone that's really hard for me to explain. Tone, kind of a growl or something. I'm using an old solid state PV. I paid $150 for it, all solid state. Well, I want to try some other chords that I know in right-handed. Really weird when have you ever tried to play a left-handed guitar when you're right-handed? This thing has a mojo though. I mean, it's got a sound. You know what this guitar reminds me of? This is everybody's going to grab this reference of a Pulp Fiction movie or something, right? Quentin Tarantino. I can kind of picture John Travolta and the beautiful lady with the dark hair dancing or something. Really got some cool sounds, man. I'm starting to fall in love with this. Let's see right there, and in this position it's not working until I just jiggle it a little bit, so it might need to be cleaned. But you can tell, man, did you hear that little chirp there? That was my fingernail, but this guitar has that vintage mojo. It is really I love the body shape, I love the color. very, very good chance this might be the only one on the planet. I can't 100% guarantee it, but I've never seen one. I've been looking for 3 days. And this guy bought it. It was back when you could go to a company, when the company was younger in the early 90s, and actually, go there and they'd actually talk to you, right? And he actually was able to talk to them, and they gave him a little mini tour, and they had this one guitar actually mounted on the wall, and he asked if they'd sell it to him. They did. That's really cool. Let's see if I can get that. I love the sound of this guitar. It reminds me of a really old Strat with a little more body here. I don't know how Hendrix did it, man. I guess a lot of practice. Got a sound, man. It was one of those days I wasn't feeling too good. Had some problems in the family. Don't want to talk about it, it's just another day. Just another day. Some days are better than others, just the way it goes. You gotta keep the faith and to go with the flow. I said to go with the flow. I said to go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. The universe is perfect, that can be hard to see. Go with the flow. The universe is perfect, but it can be hard to see. Go with the flow. I'm just having fun. Is that okay? Anyway, this is really a cool guitar. Man, I wish I was left-handed. Really has some interesting sounds. Yeah, the saddle, he told me the saddles have been changed on this, but I kind of liked it. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. I know. Go with the flow. Man, this guitar's got a vibe, I'm telling you, man. Go with the flow. Anyway, I'm just having fun. But yeah, this guitar is really cool. So hard to describe guitar tone. It just has a lot of body to it, but also with a nice crisp single coil sound. I think this is old wood too. I love the color of this guitar. Go with the flow. Getting used to it. It's so weird playing left. That's what I was looking for. Go with the flow. Go with the Anyway, this is available. It's a really cool guitar. Man, it sounds like a Strat on steroids, but not just that big fat humbucker type steroid sound, more of just a, so hard to describe tone. It just has a lot of mojo. It just has a lot of magic. Like I said, the saddles have been changed. But like I said, this guy said they only made one of these, and they decided not to go into production with them. Most of these have just two knobs. And this is or not this exact body shape, but one's kind of similar. But this is a Decade, early 90s prototype. Really has the sound. Make me an offer, because I bought 5 nice guitars. Like to start recouping a little bit. But man, I'm starting to always know a great guitar because I fall in love with it. So weird because I'm playing a left-handed guitar. I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, folks, take care. SteveZook7 yahoo.com. That's the number 7, or call or text 714-548-0385. They one badass guitar. Let me tell you. Like I said, it looks like it looks and sounds like it should be in a Quentin Tarantino movie. It really does. This is one badass guitar. I freaking love it. I just love it. All right, folks, take care. Looks pretty good. It's got a few little dings and stuff. Really, overall, pretty damn clean. I do not have the back plate. But yeah, I almost can't put this thing down. It just sounds... That's one away from being all the way, which is this. I just hit the strings hard, man. Really. Anyway, very cool guitar. I hadn't played it till today. I just put some new strings on because the strings on it were ancient. They look like they've been on there for 5 years, you know. But man, now that I know how great this guitar sounds, I really believe in this guitar. I should probably just keep it, but I tend to just let things go, you know, because I try to go with the flow. Go with the flow. Powder now. It's weird being right-handed and playing this. I actually can do the 7 sharp 9. Anyway, take care, folks. This is one hell of a guitar. Prototype, never went into production, early 90s, Fernandez Decade. Really has the mojo. I'm not trying to oversell it. It just kind of, like I said, kind of conjures up, you know, vibes from like I don't know. You know who would love this guitar? Would be Johnny Depp. I actually met Johnny Depp in the mountains a while back, but I wasn't sure it was him. And if I would have known it was him, I would have said hi and talked to him about guitars and done some of my celebrity impersonations. But I got the Depp stare. he was like, don't fuck with me. I wasn't trying to fuck with him. I was trying to look at what was on the back of his shirt with one of his buddies who's an actor, and I was just trying, they were at a bar, and I was behind Johnny Depp and a friend who's an actor, and I was just staring at the back of their shirts hanging over a chair, trying to read what it said. Later, I got back to my mountain cabin, figured out that it said Hollywood Vampires, but his friend kind of nudged him, and Johnny Depp kind of turned around and just looked me right in the eye with a pretty intense look. It was cool. And kind of like, don't fuck with me. And I wasn't trying to fuck with those guys, but maybe it looked like it because they were looking in the mirror and I was standing right behind them, just trying to read their shirt, this black kind of a jacket that later when I got back to my mountain cabin, I figured out it said Hollywood Vampires in red, but I got the Depp stare. It was cool. I wish I would have known it was Johnny Depp. I would have loved to just talk to him a little bit. But anyway, his stare was cool. Great actor. Gave me an intense look. It's kind of cool, you know. Anyway, folks, Johnny Depp would love this guitar. All right, take care.